Hello, busy professionals, and welcome to the You Deserve a Luxury Vacation podcast. I am so happy because I'm going to introduce you to the Kessler collection, and there are some very unique luxury hotel brands that you need to know about. So stay tuned.
Welcome to the You Deserve a Luxury Vacation podcast, where we help busy professionals with valuable tips and inspiration to plan their next luxury vacation. Your host is Belvin Baldwin II, an award-winning travel advisor and owner of Showtime Travel. He will educate and entertain you on this journey by speaking with some of the top luxury travel suppliers. So let's get started, because you deserve a luxury vacation.
Well, hello, Rachel, and welcome to the You Deserve a Luxury Vacation podcast. How are you doing?
Thank you. Good morning. I'm well. How are you?
I am great. I am happy to have you on this episode because I have experienced the Kessler collection, and I'm glad that you are here to kind of discuss it and introduce it to our listeners out there and a lot of our busy professionals. So, give us kind of a brief overview of the Kessler collection in your role.
Sure. So the Kessler Collection is a group of 11 luxury boutique hotels. We are primarily located in the Southeast with a couple further out west as well. We have unique design elements, original concepts, really created with a bohemian flair. We are also founding members of Marriott's Autograph Collection, and now our collection includes 10 Autograph Collection hotels and 1 JW Marriott. And then we really strive to have hotels in locations where people want to be, where they will be enriched, where they will be entertained. And also our hotels include a few unique experiences on property that focus on art, wine, and music.
Great. And that is wonderful because that's what attracted us to you. Of course, I think we met at a travel show, but I've had some of our busy professionals already visit some of your properties, and they're so unique and intricate. It's a very different style of luxury. Of course, we're based in Atlanta, so a lot of people come to us talking about they're looking for a day getaway or a domestic getaway, a drivable getaway. And you have a variety of different locations there. And for our friends out there outside in the West as well, you have locations. You did mention Marriott. Can you kind of discuss what's your relationship with Marriott?
Yeah, absolutely. So we are part of the Marriott family. People will enjoy earning Bonvoy points or using their Bonvoy points with us. But like I said, we are the founding members of that Autograph Collection. So if you're familiar with the Autograph Collection, that is a group of hotels that are uniquely designed, one-of-a-kind experiences that are typically going to be created around the location where they are. So they're pulling from those local influences, or they have a strong concept design behind them. So we were the originators of that concept for the Autograph Collection, and proud to have continued that for the rest of our collection as well for those 10 hotels.
And that's great because, a lot of our listeners stay at those Autograph Collections, and to be one of the founders of that Autograph Collection is great because when you see that style of the Kessler collection, you're in some type of unique luxury. So how would Kessler define luxury? Because it's so subjective. Some people say it's this, some people say it's that. What would you say what's the Kessler's way?
So I think that we would define luxury as a very unique experience. These hotels are created in-house by our in-house design team, and they are full of one-of-a-kind pieces. So that, coupled with the service that you're going to find at our hotels and some of our unique experiences, that's what's going to create that luxury experience. And like you said, a lot of them are within driving distance of Atlanta. So many people don't realize that you have these experiences right in your backyard. A driving distance or a weekend getaway, perfect. You don't always have to jet set around the world to have some of these really creative, incredible experiences close to home.
And that's true because we just had a great experience in Asheville, North Carolina, and which is drivable from Atlanta. I think it was only about maybe a 4-hour drive, and to see the Biltmore. If you have not seen the Biltmore yet, and you have a property just right across the street from the Biltmore,
Right.
I mean, prime location. So it is great. So let's talk about some of the locations out there. I believe it's about 11 locations or maybe more. Can you, I don't know if you can remember them all, but can you kind of give our listeners an idea where they are?
Absolutely. So I will run down the list for everyone. So I'll start in Florida. And kind of work my way up. So in Florida, we have our Grand Bohemian Hotel in Orlando, Florida. That's going to be a downtown hotel. And then we also have our Casa Monica Resort and Spa, which is in historic St. Augustine's on the downtown square. And a fun fact about that hotel is that it was the very first autograph collection property.
Okay.
Moving a little bit further north into Georgia, we have our JW Marriott Savannah at Plant Riverside District. This was a hotel that we opened just a couple years ago, and it has a little bit of something for everyone. It is right on the river and truly something spectacular, both historic elements and nightlife and everything that you could want all in one building. We also have the Bohemian Hotel Savannah Riverfront, just a couple minutes walk from that JW, also right on the river, but a bit of a smaller experience. This is a 75-room boutique hotel.
Okay, got it. It was just a little hesitation, but we'll clear that out.
Okay, perfect. In moving further north into South Carolina, we have our Grand Bohemian Lodge Greenville. This also opened just a couple years ago, proving that you can have a beautiful luxury hotel in downtown Greenville, a really up and coming city for the Southeast. Also in South Carolina, we have the Grand Bohemian Lodge Charleston, which is our smallest boutique hotel with just 50 rooms right in the heart of downtown Charleston. In North Carolina, as you mentioned, we have that beautiful Grand Bohemian Hotel Asheville right outside the gates of the Biltmore Estate. Perfect location. We also have our Grand Bohemian Hotel Charlotte. Again, a great city center hotel for all of your business travelers, or if you're heading out on an international flight, makes a great stopover if you've got to stay overnight. Okay. In Alabama, we have our Grand Bohemian Hotel Mountain Brook. So this is going to be a suburb of Birmingham. Easy drive from Atlanta. Beautiful area right across the street from the Botanical Gardens. Okay. And then a little further north, we've got our Elliott Park Hotel in Minneapolis. Again, a great city center property, autograph collection. We're attached to a microbrewery. It is beautiful and very comforting and inviting. All right. And then in Colorado, we have our Beaver Creek Lodge. This is going to be our beautiful all-suite property right in the heart of Beaver Creek. We have Christie Sports on site for all of your ski rental needs. Okay, great. Now that's a lot. And kudos to you for saying that and remembering them all. Just a few.
Well, great. Now, when we talk about, you were talking about unique experiences that make the Kessler brand stand out. So could you just give me an idea? I mean, I know each hotel has their own unique experience, but just give me one or two that you feel that really stands out.
Absolutely. So one experience that I think is really unique at our JW Marriott Savannah is we actually have a recording studio on property. Wow. Anyone can use it. You do have to reserve it. Okay. But if you're taping a podcast, if you want to tape yourself doing a demo, if you are doing voiceover work, we have some artists and some entertainers that come in and do that. We've had people record full albums there before. So it is a real recording studio on property for guest or professional use.
Great. And that's good to know. You're good to know. Even for people who can't sing, they could still reserve.
Bring it out of the shower and take it into a recording studio.
Exactly. So every time I actually stayed in the Grand Bohemian Charleston, and that was great, very boutique hotel. But what stood out to me is the art. The art is everywhere. Could you kind of speak to the art and your relationships with the art?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have art throughout the entire collection. It truly is one of the hallmarks that makes the Kessler collection who we are. We draw on a local, national, and international artist community. Also, one of the things that I think is really unique is that throughout the year, we do artist dinners. So
Okay.
we'll bring in some of our artists. One that comes to mind is Jean-Claude Roy. He is featured throughout all of our hotels. And we will bring this artist throughout all of our hotels so that they can not only showcase their collection, but they can meet our guests and some of their collectors of their art one-on-one. They can have a dinner experience. Well, sometimes we also do maybe a happy hour experience, but you can get to know these artists one-on-one, understand their creative process, and what they're so passionate about. So I think that that's a really fun experience for any of our guests can enjoy.
Yes, yes. I mean, you actually have kind of an art with a gallery right there. So, you can go and see a variety of different local arts. When I was in the last one I just went to, of course, in Asheville, North Carolina, they were actually making bow ties out of bird feathers there, and it was just, it looked incredible. And the great thing about it, they said, if you need any extra maintenance or anything, if it wears and tears, just take it back and they'll fix it for you. So it's such unique art. And of course, you have the classic art as well. And the galleries, of course, that you can just go and visit and view. So, and just walking down the halls, you see all the art. And in your room, of course, you see all the art. So it's just,
Yes.
I'm telling you, busy professionals, you're doing yourself a disservice if you haven't, just take it in. And because it's domestic as well.
It really is, and it makes a great takeaway as well. So if you are looking for that special souvenir, you've gone on that great weekend getaway. We do have a lot of guests that collect the art. That's what they bring home to remember from that special stay, or they're purchasing it for someone special. We also work with our amazing gallery curators, and they can help curate a whole art collection for your home. So if you do love some of the art that's in our gallery, but you need a little bit of assistance on where to place it in your home and how to fill out the art that you have in your home, you can work directly with the art gallery directors.
Great, great. And that's good to know. I know we have some art collectors out there in the audience, so I know they will definitely enjoy that as well. So one thing that kind of stood out to me when you were talking about experiences, and especially some of the local experiences, because it seems like the hotel collection is there, but they are part of the community. Can you kind of explain how that works together, your experiences in relationship with the community?
Yeah, absolutely. So we really do try to become part of the community that we are in. For example, our Grand Bohemian Hotel in Mountain Brook, we're the preferred hotel for the Porsche Sport Driving School. So we are not only partnering with that facility, but we are bringing people into the market so that they can experience it not only at the hotel, but also that experience at Porsche. That's for locals that are going to experience that as well. They can also come into the property. Many of our hotels have spas, art galleries. We also have wine blending experiences at a couple of hotels and a cooking school. So there's a lot of things that can draw that local community in as well, that make it something exciting for them to experience. But again, pulling from the local artist community and making sure that we are partnering with our locals, whether it's restaurants or other creative sources in the community, we try to partner with them throughout the year.
Okay, and that's wonderful. That's wonderful. It is funny you said Porsche, because we have a Porsche driving experience here in Atlanta, right by the airport. So I know a lot of people probably their ears and eyes popped open when they heard about that, especially that you can go down to Alabama. Now, in Alabama, it's right outside Birmingham. Is that the location?
Yes, just a suburb of Birmingham. Mm-hmm.
Okay, got it. So for my people in Atlanta, that's just taking I-20 West, and you're right there, and you're hitting it right there. But it's so great. And I know we met during a travel conference, and I said, hey, I got to let people know, especially because people come to us regarding drivable vacations and, the things and everything that you can see. Can you kind of describe the importance of working with a travel advisor? How do we work together?
Absolutely. So, when I think about travel advisors, I just think there is so much information out there for people to sift through, right? So there are review sites and top 10 lists and social media influencers, all of these things. And it can be really challenging as a guest to really understand if what you're seeing is the experience for everyone, or was it just the experience for that person? So the travel advisor can help sift through all of that noise for you. Additionally, the travel advisors are able to make informed recommendations. So they may not have traveled to every single place in the world. I know that they want to. I would love to. But if they haven't been there, they absolutely have the network in place to get informed and recommendations so that they can pass those along to their guests. And there's a lot of value adds that advisors can add in along the way that some guests are not even aware of. They kind of become a surprise and delight along the way.
And that's a great thing. I'm glad you pointed that out, because when we're working with you, we have some unique amenities that we can provide to our clients. And, we make sure that, because we know Rachel, we can give them a special touch, just because a lot of people come to us for a celebratory event. Maybe it's a birthday, it's an anniversary, a reunion, etc. And working with you all has given them kind of that unique experience to make sure that they have that personalization that they're looking for. We're not looking for a cookie cutter experience. And that's what Kessler makes sure that you have a unique experience out there. When it comes, I'm just thinking, when it comes to our relationship, we have we're a Stars and Luminous partner with Kessler and Marriott. Can you kind of describe to our listeners out there what type of amenities they can possibly experience with working with us to stay at some of your properties?
Absolutely. So some of the amenities do vary a little bit from property to property, but the variety could include breakfast for two, potential upgrades, early and late checkout, $100 credit, special amenities like a signature candle that we have, or a travel tumbler, or maybe a charcuterie board upon arrival. Just different ways that we can kind of customize that stay, maybe complimentary Wi-Fi as well.
Okay, great. So, listening to this, busy professionals, these are just some of the amenities, and because of our partnership with the Kessler collection and autograph collection. So it's great to, to have those, and not only the property, but, some of the credits there to take advantage of maybe a spa or a restaurant, or even, even something from the gift shop that you could possibly take advantage of with some of that credit. And of course, it's always good to have a good breakfast to start your day.
Absolutely.
Good. So in closing, I just wanted to ask you, are there, a lot of people are starting to get prepared now. Some people are last second, and they're thinking of spring break, and that's coming up in March and April. Or some other things out there. Are there any special promotions or anything out there that the Kessler has coming up?
Well, I definitely should mention St. Patrick's Day coming up in Savannah.
Oh, yeah, that's big.
If you haven't made your plans yet, I would make them soon. We have, of course, our 2 hotels in Savannah. The JW always does some really great activities and activations around all the holidays, but St. Patrick's Day in particular. If you go to plantriversidedistrict.com, you'll find a lot of information about what we have planned for that weekend as we get a bit closer. Also in Savannah, our Coastal 15 restaurant at our Bohemian Hotel Savannah Riverfront is going to be opening in just a couple weeks. So we're really excited about that as well. But yeah, those are some of the closest promotions that we have coming up shortly here.
Okay, great. So Rachel, as we're starting to close here, I just want to make sure that I've answered everything, or asked you all the questions. Is there anything that I may have forgot that you want to present to the listeners?
I do have something that a lot of people ask me is, what is one of my very favorite things to do at the hotels. And it is the wine blending experience that we have at our Charleston property as well as Mountain Brook. So when you do wine blending with us, it is, go back to that science class in middle school where you have all the beakers and everything, but add in red wine. And that is your wine blending experience. So you have a sommelier that works with you. We can do private classes, or you can join an already scheduled class, and you don't have to be a guest at the hotel to participate. And you mix and make your own perfect blend using the different red varietals. We'll make sure that it comes out great for you. And then we bottle it, cork it, put a custom label on it for you, and it is yours to take home. We'll even keep that recipe on file in case you'd like to order a case in the future.
Wow. I mean, that's exactly what I'm talking about when I tell you about unique experiences at the Kessler collection there. It is something that you have to experience, especially if you're, in driving distance. Even if you're not in driving distance, you could take a great flight there as well. And just take in the experience, because it's unique, it's personal. I mean, you can leave with your own personal wine bottle, and if you come back, they're going to have the recipe there for you just in case you want to do it again. So that's wonderful. Rachel, I can't thank you enough for taking time out of your busy schedule to get on the You Deserve a Luxury Vacation podcast. This has been wonderful. I think a lot of our busy professionals will be looking you up here, or looking up the Kessler collection here soon, so we can make sure that they get ready and get into these hotels. I will say this. These are boutique hotels. Do not wait to the last second, because space is limited. Space is very limited. So you want to get in right away. So make sure you contact Showtime Travel. With that being said, thank you again. To all my listeners, make sure that you visit showtimetravel.com, because you deserve a luxury vacation. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening to the You Deserve a Luxury Vacation podcast. Please visit showtimetravel.com to plan your next luxury vacation. Also subscribe to the Showtime Travel channel on YouTube and Instagram for more luxury vacation inspiration.